A brand new gaming CPU dropped $50 within days of launch. A modder bolted 11 fans to a graphics card for basically nothing. And Xbox just quietly told everyone that timed exclusives are over. Here's everything that happened this week in gaming and PC hardware and what it actually means for your next build. First up, AMD's Ryzen 7 7700X3D. It launched at $329, which is a perfectly reasonable price for a chip with AMD's 3D V-Cache, the technology that's been quietly dominating gaming benchmarks for years now. Then, almost immediately, a $50 promo code on Newegg knocked it down to $279. And here's my honest read. When a chip gets discounted this fast, it usually means one of two things. Either AMD is being aggressive to win the mid-range, or the launch price was optimistic to begin with. At $279 though, I genuinely don't care which it is, because that's a seriously tempting number for a gaming CPU. Which brings us to the exact opposite of value for money. Next, a YouTuber called TrashBench decided to find out what happens when you strap 11 fans and a 360mm AIO cooler to an RTX 3080. The result was a roughly 30-degree temperature drop, which sounds enormous, until you see what it did for actual gaming. Less than 5 frames per second. That's it. All that hardware, all that effort. And the noise reportedly hit turbojet levels. My take is that this is the most useful, pointless experiment of the week, because it proves something people constantly get wrong. Thermal headroom at stock clocks does not magically become performance. Cooler is not the same as faster. And speaking of getting the most out of your money, the smart way. Newegg is also running a 10th anniversary bundle around the legendary Ryzen 7 5800X3D. For $529, you get the 5800X3D itself, an Asus TUF Gaming B550 Plus Wi-Fi 2 motherboard, and 16 gigabytes of CL16 DDR4 3200 memory. That's a saving of over $100. And it's being marketed as the fastest DDR4 gaming system you can currently build. Honestly, I think that pitch holds up. If you're not ready to jump to DDR5 pricing, this is a clean, no-nonsense way onto a proven gaming platform. The only catch is that 16 gigabytes of RAM is starting to feel a little thin in 2025. Now, for something that costs nothing at all. The Epic Games Store has 3 free titles up for grabs this week. You've got Echo Generation Midnight Edition, the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, and Lost Castle: The Old Ones Awaken. My personal pick is the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, purely because you're getting a stack of genuine classics for the price of clicking a button. These windows are time-limited, so claim them now and thank yourself later. And from free games to the console war heating right back up. And finally, Xbox has confirmed the strategy everyone's been arguing about. Chief Strategy Officer Matthew Ball and Chief Content Officer Matt Booty told Games Radar Plus that Gears of War E-Day and Clockwork Revolution are permanent Xbox exclusives, not timed ones. Ball said, and I'm quoting, "I can assure you, Gears of War E-Day and Clockwork Revolution are not the only titles we're planning." The executives framed exclusives as essential for the brand's survival and for selling hardware. And they're reviving dormant names like Crazy Taxi and Spyro the Dragon 2. My read is that this is a big reversal, and the timing is loud, because it lands right as Xbox heads into a major reset in 2026 with significant layoffs and restructuring. Betting the brand on exclusives after years of the everything everywhere approach is a gamble, and I'm not fully convinced it pays off. That's your week. A cheap X3D chip worth grabbing, a cooling stunt worth laughing at, a DDR4 bundle worth considering, free games worth claiming, and an Xbox strategy worth watching very closely. If you want this every day, subscribe to Rig Radar for daily PC and gaming news.